Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Haddock Center here for Doane men's basketball versus Manhattan Christian. The Thunder rolling in from Manhattan, Kansas. Doane struggling a little bit on the weekend, going 0-2 at Bellevue, getting blown out by the Bruins of Bellevue and losing their second match against Dickinson State. Let's see if the Doane Tigers can bounce back here tonight as Larrabee controls the ball across the timeline. Manhattan Christian coming in on the season 0-2, still looking to get that monkey off their back. First game in the win column. Moxness looks at the three, doesn't take it as Larrabee rolls around. And Mason, a little bit trouble handling. Shot clock all the way down to 8. Larrabee looks, pulls up for the short jumper off the backboard. It's good. Smooth stroke by Larrabee. Wasn't quite sure if he was looking for the backboard, but he got it there. Manhattan Christian breaks the press pretty easily there. Jeff Butler with the ball in his hands. Jeff Butler, native here of Nebraska from Holdridge. A couple of Nebraska kids here. Isaiah Collier coming from Lincoln as well. White against Witters up top. Gonna get a screen here from Butler. Shading away is Butler. He looks at the three, doesn't like it. 4-3, long range, out of motion. Goes White, he doesn't get it to roll. Has size on the left-hand side and brings the ball up. Speeding all the way through, stops. Looks at the three, decides to give it back to Mason. Mason making his third start of the year. A little bit of a change there with Oberhauser starting the first two games of the year as Mason takes a long-range three, no good. Size gets the rebound, reverses, off the back iron, no good. Puts it up again, and that wasn't going to fall either. Oberhauser is on the sidelines, not quite sure if he's hurt or anything else going on, but he will not be in the game at all today as Manhattan Christian gets their first 2 points. Going with an 8-point loss in that second game of the Bellevue Invitational to Dickinson State. A tough one they could have got as Mason does not get that one to roll. But like we said earlier, that Bellevue game wasn't even close. It was about a 28-point game there. Things were not falling for the Tigers. Butler fakes, doesn't want to take the three. Collier back. Exchange between Butler and Collier. Three-pointer is good. Jeff Butler for three. Jeff Butler was a member of this Doane Tiger team here a couple years back. I'm sure he's glad to be back on the court for one last time here from the Haddock Center. Moxness off the size, whipping around up top of the Tigers. Witters looking down low. Pretty good matchup down low with Mason. No size advantage or disadvantage here so far. Larrabee, three-pointer on the way. You betcha! Larrabee through three. Great start for Larrabee. He's been starting a little bit cold the last couple of games. Larrabee is in double figures here for the first 3 of 4 games this year, averaging 13 points, and there's going to be a travel against Manhattan Christian. 13 points for Larrabee, a contest. Moxness also in double figures at 10.5 points per game. Key for Doane here is going to be the bench points. It's been coming up pretty often and early this season. Tigers are looking at like Winkler and Hari. They're both averaging, Winkler's averaging 9.5 a game and Hari 6.5. So a bunch of depth here for the Tigers. Witters sizing up his opponent. Looking, Larrabee going to pull the trigger again and not going to get it to go there. A little bit of a heat check. 5-5 here early on, 16:53 left in our first half. Doane applying, again, just that little soft pressure, trying to get traps early on. And Manhattan Christian gets pretty easy look at the basket. There's going to be 2 shots coming up.
Foul on number 23, Nick Simons. First personal foul, first team foul.
2 shots upcoming here for Manhattan Christian.
2 shots, Tanner Hayden.
Hayden's first shot is up and good.
Tigers, number 50, Matt Hagedorn.
Hagedorn will come in for Max Mason now. And second one rattle in on home. There's Manhattan Christian's first lead of the game. Applying some pressure. It is Manhattan. They're going to keep extending it up a little bit. That'll cause Doane to lay a couple guys back now as well. Never be too careful here in the non-conference games. Every game counts. Doane coming out to a 2-0 win. A couple of wins here to start the season, and just like that, they're 2-2 on the season. How quickly things can change. Witters bats around the ball, gives it out to Larrabee. Great hustle by the two Tigers. Witters drives baseline, attempting to get the offense set back up. Larrabee and Moxis up top. He's asking for a screen from him. Larrabee drives left, and he'll get a foul on the floor. Thanks for joining us here on the Doane Sports Network. Wednesday night action here from the Haddock Center. Witters inbounding the ball here, attempting to get Moxis open. Hagnor's got the size advantage down low. He's going to have to pop out, though. Plenty of time, 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Larrabee jump back, and he's going to splash it. Larrabee coming out with the vengeance here to start the game. Defender of Manhattan Christian pushed the ball all the way down and forced a turnover. Here goes Larrabee. Witters, he's outmatched here as he's got four guys and he's going to get a foul. Witters was not too impressed by four guys in front of him, wanted to take it himself. Ends up getting the foul as Hari's going to come into the game now for Moxness. Line call here from Coach McKeithen. Attempting to get the screen and get Larrabee the ball. Witters a little bit of trouble getting it initially. Here goes Hari left. He'll go ahead and shoot a short jumper, and that's good. Jackson Hari for two. Patient pursuit there by Hari. Ends up paying off for him. Butler and White up top. 2-point game here early on. Collier down low. He's getting trapped early on, and there's going to be a cross-court pattern pass to Jeff Butler. He's not going to get it to go. Witters controls it. Witters, he's going to drive in right in the heart of the lane. Kick it out to size for three. No good. And just like that, Manhattan Christian's got numbers the other way. 3-on-2. Here goes the Thunder, and they'll get it to roll. Collier with a smooth finish and gets one more coming. Collier did not slow up one bit, as he saw he had a little bit of a number advantage there. Collier will shoot the first shot, and that is good. Back and forth match here early on. Couple blows exchanged, seeing how both of them can handle it. As Witters going with his left hand. High look, no one down low at all for Doane. Larrabee's going to go right into the heart and get it to barrel off the backboard. Larrabee for two. Larrabee not slowing up at all. He will not take no for an answer down the lane. It's Manhattan Christian just throwing it across court. Butler for three on the way, no good. An awkward looking spin off of Butler's hands. It almost spins to the side. It doesn't even spin normally, but he gets it to go. Whatever works. And here goes Witters to the rim, and 2 points for Witters. Too easy here for the Doane Tigers driving the lane. Manhattan Christian passing along. Good ball movement here from them early on. There's 2 points. White with the short J. Larrabee and Hari up top. Looking to get a little action. They bring up a high post and then cut off it. Here goes Larrabee. 3-point away. You betcha! Larrabee for three. Larrabee early on. He's probably in double figures already here in a 16 and 12-point game. Short jumper down low for Manhattan. That's going to be 2 easy points. Not a ton of defense here early on in this contest. Both teams getting their shots in. Skylar Kelly also into the game. He's around that left-hand side. Hari's going to get off the Larry. He thought about it. I don't think there's a shot that he hasn't thought about. As Hari's going to get it down low. Short one on the way, drives it in, 4-2. McKeithen wants to talk it over. Doane 18, Manhattan 14. We'll be right back after this break.
Full timeout.
13-11 go left here in this first half from the Haddock Center. Doane clinging on to a 4-point lead early on. Manhattan almost having a little bit of a line change here. Bring in 4 new players. Looks like their depth on the bench might match Doane's as well. Could have a relay of a game here. Shot clock all the way down to 10 here. Sullivan and Winkler up top, applying the pressure. 5, 4, 3-pointer taken almost double clutch. 2-1, they're gonna hope pull a prayer, and that's gonna be no good either way. Great defensive possession there by Doane, holding Manhattan Christian to 2 shots, none of them hitting the rim at all. Here goes Winkler to Sullivan. Passing around the top, Skylar Kelly just gonna call his own number, no good. And here goes Collier, right down the middle of that lane. He's gonna go, and passing it off, and there's a charge. Matt Hagedorn, another charge, man. He's had about 3 charges in the last couple of games here at home. Always in the right position at the right time. Hagedorn has set himself outside of that cylinder, and Manhattan Christian just ran right into him. Winkler giving it off to Sullivan, looking down low for Hagedorn. He's got him. Good matchup down low. Hagedorn passing that out. Doesn't like where he looks there. Sullivan off to Hari. Passing around the top, deflected by Manhattan Christian. This is Doane's last non-conference game of the year. Schedule upcoming, they'll start off conference play against Mount Marty and then take on Dakota Wesleyan before rounding out the month with Concordia and Jamestown. So just like that, we are out of non-conference play into conference play where every single game matters. If you want to get some hopes of postseason play, as Hari backing his defender down, gives it off to Sullivan. Sullivan finds his man Hari down low for 2. Great teamwork by those 2. Assist to Sullivan there, bouncing the ball back and forth with those 2, finding the open man in the end. Manhattan Christian, Sullivan giving them all they want up top. Short jumper off the back that he didn't like. Likes the look of that. And that's Lindsay, and he's going to give it right on back, 4-2. Lindsay knew that shot was not going to go in off the back. Got his own rebound as Kelly's going to take a 3 on the way. Good from Kelly. And Manhattan Christian wants a timeout. They have seen enough. 23-16, 11-26 left to go here in our first half. And we'll take a quick break. Manhattan Christian in control of the ball here coming out of the timeout. Doan a little more active here on defense here to start off. Out of this timeout, a little bit of a hack there by Sullivan, nothing called. Got away with one there. Manhattan Christian passing the ball along top. Not finding any room right now. As Skylar Coe's going to come down with a rebound. He'll pass it up to Sullivan, and here come the Tigers. Off to Hari. He had Winkler in the corner. Didn't get his eyes up quick enough to get it to him as he's going to give to Kelly. Kelly going to go in and take the three. You betcha! Skylar Kelly for three. 2 in a row for Kelly to start off his time here. Manhattan Christian looking to answer. Won't get it to go. Sullivan fight for the rebound. He'll get it to go. He's got Winkler. He's got Kelly up top, and he just throws it away. Manhattan Christian coming back. Looking to get 2 points of their own. Throws up a prayer that goes in. Johnson the third just turned around and threw up a teardropper. Got it to go in. Kelly with Hari. Hari working down low. Had advantage. Not going to take it. Sullivan moving his way. What a move. Wow. Sullivan on the right-hand side. Switches it back to the left. Gets it to go in. Wow. What a move. Manhattan Christian up top. 3-pointer on the way. Looks good from here. Hits the rim first, though. No good. Winkler slowing the pace up. Doan sneakily up 10 points, just like that. Winkler at the top of the key, driving back to his right. He's got a quickness advantage there. Gets it to go. Oh, man, Winkler gets a little lady luck on his side, and he'll get one more coming. Moxness and Mason coming in for Hagedorn and Hari. Almost got a whole another line change here coming for Doan here is next size, and then it looks like Anthony Larrabee is going to come in for the shooter, Winkler. Winkler's first one on the way, just rattles out, no good. Doan has not gone out of that 2-3 here early on this season. It worked so well so far at home, maybe not so much on the road this year. Tigers do have a little bit of a size disadvantage in a couple of their matchups that they go with, a couple of their lineups, excuse me, there's going to be a travel. Depends on what players they decide to come in and fill that role. But the 2-3's been pretty effective here early on in the season. You wonder about the likes of GPAC action, your Morningsides, your Hastings, Dakota Wesleyan length coming into factor, how that's going to change things up for defensive approach, but if it isn't broke, don't fix it. Mox is off to Larrabee. Larrabee being challenged by Butler. Two teammates going at it here. Sullivan looks at the three, passes it off. Mason will go ahead and take it from the top of the key, no good. Mox is in out of position to get the rebound. Here goes White, he's passing it off. A little bit of frustration here from Manhattan Christian trying to get their offensive approach going. Doesn't matter for Handy Jr., he gets it to three to go. Calling his own number, the young fella. Larrabee on the right-hand side, giving it off to Moxness. Passing across that three-point line. Size calling his own number, does not get it to go. A little too strong on the backboard. Butler up top with White. Handy Jr. mocks this long and lengthy, gets his hand up and takes away the ball. Larrabee putting Butler on skates a little bit. He's going to get a screen from Max Mason. Larrabee in a tough position, gives it off to Moxness. Moxness the size. A little bit of a weave action here, just exchanging rolls. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Not a lot of offensive action here for Tigers. Not a lot of rhythm. Moxness, 5-4. Reverse layup for two. Moxness. Man, does it help with the wingspan that he has getting the ball in the hoop. Trap in the corner, makes it hard. Moxness is going to get the ball, and he'll push it up to size. Not much of a number advantage here. Larrabee thought about the three. Still kept the foot though, wow. So what balance there was there. Sullivan, Larrabee, three, no good. Quick ball from the Tigers. That was quick work of everything. You'd like to see that go down for Larrabee. He's had a pretty good start here in this first half. Sullivan guarding up top, not giving anything easy. And there goes Handy again. 3-point on the way, off the right-hand side, no good. Sullivan with it. Back and forth possessions here, nothing coming from the offensive side. Tigers need to get an early one. Knox is going to take a three on his own, no good. A little too much settling going on there. Like to see something going to the rim here. 3-pointer on the way, Manhattan. Toilet bowls, no good, and Sullivan's going to get called for a foul. A little lackadaisical here defensively, as a little too bit of an easy rebound there for Handy Jr. He was just sitting there down below on great position, and there's going to be 2 shots coming up here for Manhattan Christian. Weimer's first shot up on the way, no good. Weimer, the sophomore from Glen Allen, Alaska. If you have any viewers from Alaska, hello from Nebraska here. Second shot up on the way is good. 10-point lead here, Sulphur-Dome, 32-22, 6:22 left to go first half, from the Haddock Center. Knocks this off to Larrabee, and he'll control the ball. Seen Larrabee, you've seen Witters, you've seen Sullivan. Not one primary point guard to say. Everyone kind of has their own abilities, which is always good. In case somebody would get hurt or get in some foul trouble, there's all capable people to take over that role. 12 on the shot clock. Max Mason with a little bit of a inerrant pass. Gets it back in the hands of the Tigers. Here goes Witters. 5, 4, 3. Moxis, not sure if he knows size, and there's going to be a shot clock violation. Great defensive possession there from Manhattan. Tigers weren't aware shot clock was winding down. You'd hope as a teammate they'd start calling that out. Got down to 5, and there's 3 other passes. Little things at this point in the season. You'd like to get shored up. Witters guarding up top. Doan sitting back in that zone. Butler thought about it. Gonna go ahead and pass it off. Manhattan Christian pretty impressed with their ball movement so far. Good ball fake, and 2 more points coming from Manhattan Christian. They like to move it around up top, but they just get a sneaky pass down low to get an easy 2 points. Hervey, Moxness, Max Mason. Man, has he come up big in the first 2 home games of the season, burying a couple threes to that Sterling game, getting that lead all the way up, been able to get a easy lead. Witters, an awkward shot, no good. And then in that second game against York, Max Mason put the nail in the coffin for the York Panthers with his 2 clutch threes at the end. 3-pointer on the way for Manhattan, no good. Time winding on down here, less than 5 left to go here in this first half. Larrabee whipping it back up top. Witters, 3-pointer on the way, off the back iron, no good. Doan struggling a little bit offensively here. Max Mason down low, blocking anything coming his way. Collier dropping down low, and there's a tip. Here go the Tigers. Larrabee, Witters, across the court from Witters, spin and the move inside. There's another one coming for Larrabee. Oh man, like he's dancing out there. A little spin and one more coming. Larrabee, hands on his knees. He is dog tired. Hasn't had much break here, and we still have 4:18 left to go in this first half. Impressive effort for him. And here comes a shot on the way. Just rims out, no good. Held on there for about 5 seconds. Kelly, Mason, Moxness, Larrabee and Winkler all on the court for Doane right now. Giving some starters and other bench players some resting time here. Spreading out minutes pretty evenly. Down low again, there goes Manhattan. They got an easy look down low. Snap pass, either a ball fake or just going up with the ball, and they're getting 2 points pretty easily. Larrabee left, pulls up, short jumper, looks short from here. And here goes Collier. Collier, left-handed pass off to Butler. There's going to be a charge. Skylar Kelly stepping in and taking one. Butler never really had control of the ball there. Just kind of ran right into Kelly, who's standing right in front of him. Hari coming into the game now for Doane. Hagedorn as well. One thing we are happy to be doing here is calling basketball here. You never know with 2020 and COVID-19 how things will be affected, but so far so good, and we'll knock on wood for that one. I think the season keeps on rolling. Little things in life right now. Hari off to Winkler. Winkler looking, trying to get a defender off from Skylar Kelly. Not a good look for him. And here goes Manhattan Christian. They've got numbers down low. Larrabee tries to stop it. Ooh, just hits it off the rim. Almost had an easy layup and won't get it to go. Now, here come the Tigers. Winkler, Kelly, and Larrabee. Kelly just short-armed it. And he's going to get a bad foul there out of frustration.
Foul number 15, Skylar Kelly. First personal foul, 14th foul.
Coach McKeithen not too happy here with the effort here early on from his players. Put both hands in his, or put both of his hands on his face and just shaking it down low. A lot of things not going the way he planned here. So an 8-point lead here, just under 3 minutes left to go. Butler and White up top, passing along. They just kind of lull you to sleep with the passes and then snap it down low. Larrabee, great efforts, keeping the ball in bounds. Here comes Kelly. Larrabee pushes his guy through. Almost wanted the short jumper, not going to take it. Patient offensive approach. Winkler not going to be patient, taking the three. And when Hari can't grab the rebound. Coach McKeithen yelling at his players, at least get 3 passes before we get a shot off here. Doane 0 for 4 in their last couple of field goals, and just like that, Manhattan Christian gets another point. Doane in a scoring drought, 2 minutes and 8 seconds since their last field goal. Got to get something going to the rim. And it looks like they're going to get Hari on an offensive foul. Just a pitfall here in the last 5 minutes. Doane. That lead was all the way up to 10. Now we're at 6, but it feels like all the momentum early on here is on Manhattan Christian's side. Not the type of feeling you want to go in the locker room with. Collier down low, too easy, and there's going to be Kelly called for the foul. Coach McKeithen and Coach Stryker both get up at the same time. Not that it makes a huge amount of difference here, but the foul situation is even 6-6 here. A minute 44, left to go here in this first half. Next one's going to put either team in the bonus. First shot off the rim is no good. Here comes Size and Mason into the ball game now. Seems that they can spark this offense up a little bit. Second shot off the way is off the front iron, no good. Winkler will control the rebound. That scoring drought only increasing, 2 minutes and 36 seconds since their last field goal. You like to just see at least one, maybe two really high quality possessions here to end this first half. Hari driving in down low, making his big body known, and there's a good jumper from Hari. Get him inside that paint bucket, and he is going to score. Collier up top, winging it over to the left-hand side. And Christian, patient offensive approach here. Getting that shot clock all the way down to 10, and look at that pass. Right down low, no look by Collier, and there's a layup. Manhattan Christian hasn't been forced to shoot the ball from the outside here in that 2-3 zone. They're finding the pockets, getting the easy looks. Irvy getting off to Mason here. 42 seconds left to go. Size, 3-point on the way. Looks like a hand got on the ball at that time, and Winkler's going to control the rebound. 20 seconds left to go for Doane. Hari, big body down low, and the two's going to go in. Hari making his presence known here in the last couple of minutes. 8-point lead here for Doane, down to 20 seconds. I like to see your defense show out. Pitch a shutout here in this possession alone. 10, 9, 8. Here goes Manhattan Christian down low. Too easy of a pass, and there's another layup. Larrabee, 2-1, heaves it from half court. That's a little too strong, and that will be your halftime score. Doane 38, Manhattan Christian 32. Some definite things that Coach McKeithen wants to shore up here at the halftime. Not a great way to go into half. Some frustrated players leaving the court now. Stick with us. We'll bring along your halftime stats here in just a minute. You're listening to the Doane Sports Network. Some halftime stats here to pass along from the Haddock Center. Doane still clinging to that 6-point lead. For Doane, your leading scorer is Anthony Larrabee with 14 points, followed by Jackson Hari with 10.
Here are your first half statistics. First of all,
For Manhattan Christian, 6 points each for Hayden and Harmison. For your total field goal percentage, pretty even here across the board. Manhattan Christian with 48%, Doane with 47% from 3-point range. Manhattan Christian struggling, 2 for 11, 18%. Doane not much better at 25%. And for field goals, or free throws, excuse me, Manhattan Christian with 57%, Doane with 0. Biggest thing here early on is going to be your bench points. Doane, again, we talked about that depth. They're scoring 20 points for the half here from your bench, and 14 points just from Manhattan Christian. Points off of turnovers, Doane dominating that category 10-4. And points in the paint pretty deadlocked there at Manhattan Christian with 30 and Doane with 22. The lead was changed about 4 times, and it was also tied 4 times. So we have a pretty even contest here from the Haddock Center. Let's see if Doane can extend that lead and hopefully get their 3rd win of the season. Again, Manhattan Christian still with no wins on the season. They're still looking to get that monkey off their back and put a win in that category. Got about 11 minutes left to go here at our halftime break. Get some stretch, get a drink or some supper in for you, and we're going to be back in for this long haul of the second half. So we'll be back in a short few minutes. back and ready for second half action here from the Haddock Centers. Thanks for sticking with us here on the Doane Sports Network. Tigers carrying that 6-point lead here into the second half. Sure, Manhattan Christian has some adjustments that they have easily found some creases in this Doane Tiger defense. I'm sure Doane has made some adjustments as well. High post, kicking out is Manhattan Christian's wide open. 3-point on the way is good. No one shifting over for Doane. Made it a pretty easy attempt for Manhattan Christian. Size into Hari Moxness down low. Over his left-hand shoulder, no good. And just like that, here comes Manhattan Christian. Looking, three, kind of getting enticed there. Not a lot of defensive pressure up top. Collier down low. And they're going to call size on that. Oh my. He's got a hand on the ball. I think they're actually going to get him. He had that right hand on the ball, but he also had that left hand kind of tucked around that hip position there. So they're going to get him down with a foul. 3-point lead just like that. First shot on the way is going to be good for Manhattan Christian. Excuse me.
And for the Tigers, number 15, Skylar Kelly.
Kelly going to come in for size now. A ton of foul trouble across the board for the teams right now. As we double check, that's actually going to be Size's third foul of the game as that shot goes in. Only other ones in foul trouble is going to be Kelly with 2 for Manhattan Christian. Hayden, he's got 2 as well. So not a ton, something to look forward to, something to look at here in this second half. Witters along that right-hand side with Moxness up top. 15 on the shot clock, plenty of time to get some work in. Larrabee drives hard with his right-hand side, tucks himself away, no good. Moxness throws it up, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 now. Larrabee almost had that left shoulder, kind of dumping it in. Throwing the ball up, giving it a little bit of prayer, but it didn't go in. Moxness going to go to the line to shoot 2 now. First one rattles on in. 2-point lead for Doane. Second shot up on the way is good. 3-point lead, 18-56 early on here in this second half. Manhattan Christian sticking along. 2 teams that they played out of the KCAC Nebraska Wesleyan, or excuse me, Kansas Wesleyan. Lost that game. And they also played McPherson College, and it was a 2-point game coming down to the last bucket. So they've been in some close games. It's not like they've not been competitive at all. Just can't finish out the games just like they have here today with the Tigers. Manhattan Christian will get to know the G-Pack here pretty well. Here they're going to play the Tigers, and on Friday they're actually going to head to Concordia to face off against Hastings College, and then Saturday is going to be against Concordia, and here could come some thunder. And Collier's going to take it easy just for a layup. Thought he might go up for the dunk there. So the Thunder are going to play 3 G-Pack opponents here all within a matter of 4 days, so they will get their work in for sure. Sure, they're hoping they can get this first win and roll on through as Kelly's going to shoot the 3-pointer from the corner. That's good. Skylar Kelly for 3. Kelly's been a nice addition for this Tiger offense and defense. 3-point shooter, skilled young man. Butler and Collier up top, dropping it down low. They got to get better help down low, especially around that post area. Here goes Butler, and he just throws an inerrant pass. Thought his teammate was going to go to the corner, and instead he took the left approach and went the opposite way of where the ball was going. Ari gives it off to Witters, and here comes a senior with the ball. Get a double screen here from Hari and Moxness up top. Doesn't do much work though. Hari squares himself up, drives left in, reversing around and gets it to go. Whoa! Nice move from Hari. Just squared himself up, diagnosed the situation, and took his best approach. And he'll get an opportunity for a three-point play here. First one up on the way is out, no good. As Collier's going to take it and get off to Butler. A couple of players on this Manhattan team that you will see is, I think there's just two of them coming from Nebraska Christian. Nebraska Christian last year deciding to close up his own doors, so some players were left out in the cold as Manhattan Christian gets another 2 to go. Players were left out in the cold, deciding where to go, and they head on down to Kansas and find a home in Nebraska Christian. So, tough situation for some of them and making the best out of it. Here goes Larrabee for three, and that's going to hit up the top, going to fall in Manhattan's hands. Doan just doesn't have the juice, it feels like. Doesn't have everything rolling for him right now. A little bit lazy on offense, a little bit lazy on defense. Not quite bringing it like they have that first couple of games. This is starting to get into the meat of your schedule. Every game is a battle. Manhattan Christian pulls that lead within 2 now. Larrabee off the left-hand side, gets a screen from Hari, and Mox is going to go over and get a screen from Kelly. Defensively, Manhattan Christian pretty impressive in their approach as the shot clock gets all the way down to 7 now. Larrabee's got a decision to make. He drives to the right, dumps it off to Kelly. Kelly, corner 3 on the way. Yes, sir! Skylar Kelly, big-time shot. And Coach McKeithen wants to rally the troops. 5-point advantage here for Doan, 48-43. 16:01 left to go in the second half. We'll take a short break. Timeout here, and Manhattan Christian will control the ball. Passing along that three-point line, attempting to get any crease on the inside. That's how they get their offense started off. Having a little bit of a tough time here. Doan a little bit more active here in their defense approach. Step back 3 on the way for Manhattan Christian, no good. First time that we've seen Tarjali into the game here, and he tries to go and save it, and gives Manhattan Christian a fresh 20 on the shot clock now. First time we've seen Tarjali into the game now, trying to maybe get a little bit of a size advantage of the Tigers. A lot of lengthy characters that you have on the bench. Tarjali being tested here defensively. And White goes right down the middle of the lane. One thing Manhattan Christian is very impressive on is moving without the ball in their hands, finding the way to get Doan on their toes. Doan just sitting back on their heels just a little bit too long, and it's biting them here. Larrabee, left-hand side, gonna go and put it with his left hand, no good. Falls hard to the floor, no foul. Collier pushing it up the court. White, easy 2, and just like that, 1-point lead. Frustration showing on the Doan Tiger side now. Witter's going to give it off to Larrabee. He's going to give it off to Hari. Got to get the easy buckets to this point, and that's something that Hari does very well. He's squared up, doesn't like what he sees though. Hari almost had another opportunity for it. Larrabee being guarded heavily by Collier. And here goes Witters to the rack for two. Witters, easy layup. Collier coming down right in the middle of the defense. He could have just turned around and shot a short jumper there. He hadn't had anybody within 3 feet of him. Butler down low, a little bit too shifty with his legs. I almost would have initially called a travel there as he shuffled his feet, but they're going to get a foul on the ground. That's why the refs get paid the big bucks to make decisions like that, not the guy in the headset.
Mason in for the Tigers.
Mason will replace Hari there. Hari's played some gritty minutes here. A couple of short buckets that have sustained that Doane Tiger momentum, but he's also played some really good defense in that 2-3 zone. Max Mason's got a guy down below him. That's a part that's been really crushing the Tigers. Shots like that, and then guys just falling right behind this 2-3 zone. Not a lot of communication from the other members, letting people know where they're at. And like a blink of the eye, they're going to get a layup to go their way. Sullivan will throw it over to Skylar Kelly with Winkler on that side as well. He's looking for Max Mason. Winkler going to take it himself and drop it off the backboard for two. Winkler shifty. Blows right past his defenders. And they're going to call Winkler with the foul there. Oh my goodness. It looks like Nebraska or Manhattan Christian just fell to the ground there. Granted, Winkler was close behind, but it almost looked like a self-caused trip there. White down low against Tarjali. Tarjali's going to call for a foul, not going straight up there.
Foul on 41, Fahan Tarjali. Second personal foul. Fourth team foul on the Tigers. 2 shots for number 15, Jordan White.
Two shots here from Manhattan Christian's White, and he'll go ahead and get the first one to roll in. Frustrating game all around here for most of the ports of offense and defense. Defense really struggled here in this second half. Second shot up on the way is good. It's a 2-3 zone where they're getting guys behind them. That's not a lot of communication, leading to easy buckets the other way. Short timeout here. We will step aside for that time. One-point advantage here for Doane. 13:29 left to go. Second half from the Haddock Center. Thanks for joining us here on the Doane Sports Network. Mason getting it off into Winkler. A little challenge there to get it off. Anyway, Winkler being pushed along. That's that left-hand side. They're going to give it down into Mason. Mason going in for the easy two. Gets it tipped in anyway. Almost got it tipped away. That extra tip, though, actually helped him and benefited that basket. Manhattan Christian along that three-point line. All they try to do, get it inside, dump it off down low, just like they're doing now. Cross-court pass, Collier in the wing for three, no good. Ooh, man, Winkler being nudged away by Manhattan Christian, and they're not going to call any foul there. 20 seconds on the clock for Nebraska, or Manhattan Christian, excuse me. I keep getting the two mixed up. Thunder get it in here. Trouble finding the open guy. A short move. Oh my goodness. It was intended to be a Euro step, but was not that way at all. That should have been an easy travel call. And I'm not sure. They almost called the over and back. They're going to call it was tipped away. And now we're finally going to get a call on Winkler. He's got to be a little bit frustrated with those last couple of possessions. We nudged all the way up. No foul on the rebound there. Attempted rebound. And then just there, finally gets the call to go. Kelly into Mason, and Winkler gets himself thrown to the ground. 2-3 zone. Got to get guys down below, and there's going to be a foul on Doan. Foul situation here, pretty much the same as that first half. Doan with 5 fouls now, Manhattan Christian with 3. Fahad Tarjali only been in the game for, shoot, maybe 6 minutes tops, and he's already got 3 fouls. So he'll take a sit on the bench for probably extended amount of time, as he's already in foul trouble. Sullivan up top on White. High-low action here from Manhattan Christian. Oh, Matt Hagedorn slaps that ball right out of the hands and gives Doan a possession here. Sullivan looking down low for Mason. Winkler, coach yelling, get on Winkler. Hagedorn's got the definite size advantage down low, and he'll get the easy two. Got to get those opportunities. Give it into the big fella whenever you can. Sullivan almost had a takeaway there. And just like that, an answer back from Manhattan Christian. Telling ya, boxing match right now. One blow per person. They're still standing up. Who's going to outlast the other one? Sullivan and Max Mason. Larrabee thought about the three, blows right past Collier. Max Mason up top for Hagedorn. Larrabee now decides to take his shot, and he's going to get a foul before he can even get there.
15 short blank, first personal. Correction, second personal foul. Fourth team foul. Two Thunder players, R.J. Johnson and Jeff
Johnson and Butler back in the game for Manhattan Christian. Doan's going to set it up out of bounds with 20 seconds on the shot clock. 11-11. If you're superstitious, make a wish. Whatever team you want. This is going to come down to the wire. Hagedorn gives it off to Winkler. He thinks about the three for quite some time. Now decides to dribble it. Larrabee up top against Butler. Former teammate, short jumper on the way. Just gets out of the hand. No good. Manhattan Christian, ball on the ground. Battle of two teams that desperately need a win. Tigers coming off a 2-game losing skid. Manhattan Christian just looking to get their first one of the season. Butler, 3-point on the way. Got it. Butler for 3. He's enjoying himself. A pretty nice night here. Manhattan Christian, first lead of the second half, and they're just playing scrappy. They're just acting like they want it more here tonight. Doan's got to pick it up a little bit if they want to get this win secured. Hagedorn fighting down low. Max Mason. And there's a turnover. Manhattan Christian the other way. Mason. And he's going to go with the foul. Get a foul called on him. Frustrating plays turn into frustrating fouls. Overall, the Doan Tiger team just not carrying themselves with that poise and confidence like you normally see here at home. Johnson go to the line to shoot 2 here. First shot on the way is good. Biggest lead of the game here for Manhattan Christian, a 3-point advantage. Not a lot of fireworks offensively in this game, just back and forth action. Some missing some key shots. The other one missing some key shots. You want to see somebody come off the bench, light a spark for either team at this point. We'll stand by it for a couple seconds. One more shot coming up here for Johnson the third. Looking to extend that lead for 4 points. Shot's up and good. If you're Doane, you look to get something going to the rim here. Get an easy bucket, get some momentum on your side. So if those shots that come later from the three-point line, short jumpers, you have the confidence to take those. Not a lot of confidence in the shooting right now for anyone on this team right now. Got to get the easy bucket, the size. He'll take the short jumper, and he's short. An opportunity to go to the rim, just decided to pull up and shoot there. Down below 10 minutes here left to go in this second half. Behind Christian getting into a bad situation here. Here comes Sullivan. Sullivan looking for Hari. Not a good pass. Sullivan wastes the opportunity. Here comes behind Christian, and Size just takes a foul before the Thunder can even get to the rim. Coach McKeithen not having it. Opportunity right in front of you, wasted away.
17th foul, 1-1. Number 13, Tamon Lindsay. In for Doane, number
Moxas and Witters coming in the game. At this time, we do want to give a quick shout out. Our Doane Tiger shout out of the night is going to go to the 4th grade at Tri-County Elementary. 4th graders, it's great to have you on here listening to the Doane Sports Network. Go Trojans. First shot up and away is no good. Larry getting Hari across the timeline, nothing there. Witters driving left-hand side, passes it out to Hari. Hari three-pointer on the way. Just rims out, no good. Held on there for quite some time. Here comes Manhattan Christian. Hari tries to stand right in front, trying to almost take a charge, but Manhattan Christian slowed up. They're gonna set up their play here with 17 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Manhattan Christian right down the middle of the lane. Scoops one, no good. Hari giving off to Larry. He's got Moxas streaking down the middle. Moxas gathers and gets it absolutely clobbered out of his hands. Oh man. Opportunity to get an easy one there. Doane 56, Manhattan 60, 8:54 left to go in this close second half. Witters gonna pass the ball in here. Moxas just barely shifted. Tough to get it inside here. Max Mason, and he'll get charged with the foul. Mason a little too much physicality there, bumping into his defender. Defender falls right with him, and that's gonna go the other way.
for the Thunder, number 15, Jordan White.
Something's got to go right for the Tigers here. Last couple of possessions really struggling. As we look at the stats here, there's going to be a 7-0 run here for Manhattan Christian early on as Manhattan Christian struggles to get the ball in. 0 for 4 are the Tigers from any field goal on the court in the last 3 minutes. White driving with his right hand, scoops one up, no good. Battle for the rebound here, and Larry's going to come up with it, and White's going to get called for the foul. Again, some of those fouls, your emotions run a little bit high. A missed shot, getting right back on defense, and a little bit of an emotional foul or a frustration foul. And we've seen that many times from the Tigers, that one coming on White. Hari going to go ahead and pass it into Larrabee. 8:30 left to go in their contest tonight. Wednesday night matchup. A little bit of a long weekend ahead. The Tigers do come back into action here as they'll play Mount Marty coming up on the 4th. Excuse me, the 11th. So we still got another week for that one. Look at the time, and Manhattan Christian gets a layup to go in. Witters off to Hari. 6-point advantage. The highest lead so far of the game for the Thunder. Moxis left-handed driving with the ball, and he's going to get it stripped. And they'll call a foul on the Thunder, going to give Moxis 2 at the line.
Christian fouls on number 3, Garrett Harbison. First personal foul, team foul number 6, 2 shots. Number 33, Ben Moxness.
Moxis goes in and drains the first one, chopping down that lead to 5. Second shot, up and in for Moxness. Doan extending that pressure up a little bit, trying to get a little easy turnover. Kelly hustling. Guess what? Wow, Manhattan Christian comes on and scores really quickly. Athletic play from Johnson the third there. Almost went up like he was going to one-hand slam it. And there's going to be a moving screen on Doan. Oh my goodness. Coach McKeithen frustrated. Frustrated is probably the best word to use right now. And just one word shows you what this game has kind of turned into be. 64-58. Doan's got to get some offensive rhythm here if they want to stay in this game. White driving against Witters. They'll get a screen from Butler. Butler takes it, looks, drives with his left hand, gets it stripped away from Hari. Here goes Moxness with it. Witters halts, gathers, and goes. Hari down low with his left hand. No good, a little too strong. Now left hand, if it's not your dominant hand, you have to practice and practice that till you even get comfortable with it. That's a tough shot, especially from about 3 feet out off the backboard. Thunder looking to get something. They're gonna halt it back out, try to extend this possession as far as they can. 6-5, shot goes up with 4 on the shot clock. No good. Butler rebounds, Moxis slams it back down. Denied there by Moxness, but they still get 17 on the shot clock. Screen there for Butler. He's going to drive with his right hand, a little bit overcompensating, and that's going to be no good. Here comes Larrabee streaming down the middle. He's got Witters for 3. Big time 3 from Witters. Got it! Bam! Big one from Witters. 64-61. Man, did you need that one with 6:36 left to go in this second half. Cannot put an exclamation mark on that one enough. How much you needed that one. We'll step aside for a short break. (64-61) coming out of the break. Huge three-pointer from Zach Witters. Man, oh man. If there's a turning point in that game, that might have been the mark right there. As Witters almost attempts to steal it away, just out of his reach a little bit. White gonna give it off. How important is this game to both of these teams? Non-conference game. If you're Manhattan Christian, you've got a long weekend ahead. Man, would a win sets you up pretty good before you play 2 other games here in 3 days. Give you a little bit of confidence going into those other 2 GPAC matchups. If you're Doan, 2-game skid, man, you do not want to get to a 3-game skid what kind of pressure that puts on you to go into conference play. Want to get that last win before you head off. Larry, 3-point on the way, big time! Oh man, 64-64. Those 2 threes right in a row, and we are deadlocked at 64. Witters, then Larrabee, playing off each other at this time, getting a little energy here in the Haddock Center. Hari down low, contesting anything coming his way. White stripped away by Larrabee. They're going to call a jump ball. Great play by Anthony, and that's going to be into Doan's hands. Defense coming alive. Moxon's going to go ahead and take a break for right now. Witters, Larrabee carrying the team right now, getting all the momentum going to the Tigers' way. Witters controls the ball across the timeline. Senior from Lenexa, Kansas, been a valuable part to this Doan Tiger team over his years. Hari coming off the screen, jumps back. That's going to be good for 2 if it goes. That's not going to fall though. Not a great shot for Hari there. Love to see something going to the rim, get that lead extended. 3-point away for Butler. Off the mark, no good. Kelly secures the rebound. Want to see some senior leadership come out of here from Larrabee. Take a shot. And just like that, he'll take it, but it's going to be off the rope up top, no good. Gotta be smart, do the right things. Extend this lead. Manhattan Christian team that's definitely physical, definitely scrappy on defense for sure. Finds a way on offense. Just get a W here tonight. Doesn't matter who the opponent is, just get a scrappy win, gritty win, and move on. Butler, 3-point on the way, off the mark, no good. If you're not seeing this in person, this spin off of his ball is very weird. He's got it to go a couple of times, but the way it hits off the rim, not usually like you'd expect it from a long-range shot. It almost goes about 3/4 of what you would expect the other way. Keithan slaps the back of the chair there in frustration. Only thing that could probably improve his move is a W in the category tonight, and it is crunching time. 4:15 left to go in our contest here tonight. White against Witters up top. Witters shuffling with him. So many presents with seniors on the court. 3 of them for the Tigers. Collier against Witters. Getting that shot clock down. You like to see this on defense. Drive, fake, and he's going to get travel. Great defense there by Max Mason, checking with the player in front of him. Not getting put into the air. Waiting to the last minute until he went up. Great possession there. Witters off to Max Mason, off to Larrabee. All across that 3-point line. Larrabee, short jumper on the way. No good, too strong. And that's going to be off Manhattan Christian. Whoa, what a break that is. 3:30 left to go. That's a huge break. Another time to get this lead back in your hands. Witters looking, 3, 4, man, he had to get that in. Mason going over to the corner. Hari, stop, pop, give it to Mason. Mason for 2. Nice work from the 2 of them there. The other come down below. Collier, turnaround jumper. Ooh, cold-blooded. Didn't even have a chance to look at the rim, and he just takes the shot. Wow. Larrabee getting off to Hari, nothing down low. Love to see something off a screen, something set up here. Witters, stop, pop. No good. Great rebound by Hari, though. Big dribble down low and 2 for Hari. rhythm dribble with authority, going up strong for two. Doane still with that lead, 2:35 left to go. Collier giving it off, great steal away by Witters. Witters, 1-2, goes up, big time! Witters extends the lead to 4. Man, oh man, that's a great play by the senior. Witters on defense, and they're gonna get Larrabee with a foul there. What momentum that would have been to get one last turnover and really shift the momentum in your favor here. First shot up on the way is going to be no good. Rimmed in and out. Second shot up on the way is also good. Manhattan Christian will take a quick timeout. We'll do the same. Stick with us. We've got 2 minutes left to go in our contest. Three-point advantage for the Tigers here coming into our last 2 minutes of the game. Witters passing the ball in, trying to get to Larrabee. He's going to just dump it off to Hari and get it back to the senior from Omaha. Tigers looking to get something easy here. That's not what you wanted to get there. A turnover coming off the timeout. Max Mason looking, surveying, gets Skylar Kelly down low for two. What a setup. 5-point lead with 2 minutes left. That's a huge advantage to get that bucket there. Defensive stop here would provide a lot of comfortability, and that's exactly what the Tigers do. Witters going to take things a little bit slower, be a little bit patient. Hari on the ground, doesn't have anywhere to go with it. Manhattan Christian gets it taken away. Collier, and a foul by Larrabee. Coach McKeithen, I'm not sure what he wants to do right now, but he's looking around like he was looking to take his frustrations out somewhere. He is dealt with a lot tonight. A lot of silly errors. A lot of times in this game where it could have gone, this probably could have been a 15-point game. Doesn't even have to be this close, it seems like. As Collier takes his first shot, up on the way, no good. Just back and forth. Again, we talked about like that boxing match. Blow after blow, both teams just going at it. Collier on the way. It's good. 4-point advantage here for the Tigers. 1:25. Got to get it in. You're going to have to get a shot off before the shot clock disappears. So I'd suggest getting something going to the rim. Mason giving it off to Larrabee. Larrabee driving left. Not going to take it. As Coach McKeithen would probably be happy with. Witters right inside. Almost gets it taken away. Kelly, 8, 7. Here goes Larrabee. Larrabee shine time. 3-point on the way. Long range, no good. Rebounded by Mason. Comes back in, fight for it down low. And it looks like they're going to get Manhattan Christian stepping on the line. Huge break. Dramatic call from the ref there. Really getting the people into it. Looking for a towel or something to wipe up some of the sweat to get some things here. Looks like Joe Birch is going to hand over somebody's warm-up to wipe up the sweat. Hope somebody's looking at that, hoping it's not their own. Maybe in the COVID-19 era of 2020, that might not be the most advised, but here we are. Wooders taking the ball in. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Plenty of time. They're going to get some high-quality pressure here from Manhattan Christian. Wooders looking. He's got Hari right down low. Quick turnaround, no good, and almost a foul there on Hari. McKeithen drops to his knees. Man, just a gut punch. Ball's on the ground. There goes Larrabee. Sloppy play by both teams here. Sloppy. As Larrabee gets fouled, he's going to go to the line to shoot one-on-one. Not anything at this point. I think you're just counting down those seconds. You get the game over with. Well, let's clear this one from the memory bank. First shot for Larrabee is good. Needed that one for sure. Second on the way from Larrabee is also good. Tigers are sending that point total to 6. Manhattan Christian going to take a timeout, set up a play, try to get this game into a one-possession game. We'll take a short break, see what they have planned for us. You're listening to the Doane Sports Network. About 20 seconds left to go here in our timeout. A couple things passed along here. Doane is going to be back here at home against Mount Marty on the 11th. We will have that broadcast here live at 8 o'clock. Later on that week, the Tigers are going to travel up to Dakota Wesleyan to face off against the Tigers. That's a 4 o'clock matchup on the road. Dakota Wesleyan will be carrying that game on their own network. Doane's opportunity here, get this game done and in the win column as a pass there. Great reception from Manhattan Christian. Turnaround jumper is good. 30 seconds left, 4-point advantage. Manhattan Christian going to take it short. Timeout, I believe. Scores table's looking, checking to see how many timeouts there are. Doane, an opportunity for them to really prove the conference wrong. Preseason polls come out about a month ago, and Doane was picked dead last in the conference. So, opportunity for them to squeak out this win here in non-conference and then start with Mount Marty, prove the conference wrong. Nothing like being an underdog, and underdog story is way better than on the top, but you want to finish there close to the top. Feels like this is the year, if any, to make a statement here in the GPAC. Highly contested conference, one of the best in the country. Ton of talent coming back. Seniors, bench, everything's starting to align for the Tigers here. Got to put these 2 losses behind you from Bellevue and clear the path forward. Larrabee extends it to a 5-point lead here. And with that shot, extends it to a 6-point lead. 2-possession game here. Got to be smart defensively. Sullivan riding pretty good. Manhattan Christian short on the 3-pointer. Going to be controlled by Witters, and there's going to be a foul. Doan's going to secure a win here tonight. Wasn't quite sure if that was going to happen. Different things going on. What a fight Manhattan Christian has put up, but they're not going to go home with a W.
Number 5, Zach Witters.
Witters going to go to the line here to add 2 more. Witters first one up on the way. Right on through for 1. Larrabee, Sullivan, Mason, Hari, and Witters all on the court for the Tigers now. Second shot will prove to be good. 8-point lead. Getting up there to the biggest of the game. Tigers got that all the way up to 10. Manhattan Christian driving. White. He'll get fouled by Sullivan. Not something you necessarily needed. I like to see you play hard. I'd like to see you play physical. 15 seconds left. You like to take your chances. If it goes in, at least get some time off the clock. And then you get it on in. But that's the way the basketball sometimes rolls, as White isn't going to add anything there. Second one on the way for White. It is good. 7-point lead here for the Tigers. Full court press here for the Thunder. Just getting it in. Max Mason, almost a travel. Oh man, took a couple of steps there. He's kind of smiling just a little bit there. And I believe they're going to send Witters to the line for a one-on-one opportunity. 13 seconds left. Doan's going to get a win here as they have a week break. Be a good break for the Tigers as they played over the weekend and quick turnaround on Wednesday. Witters shot up on the way is good. So they get a full week to get ready for GPAC action. And if you know anything about the GPAC, every single win is huge. Especially for this Doan Tiger team, who has in previous years struggled against competition. 9-point lead here as we wrap up things from the Haddock Center. Manhattan Christian driving the lane, no good. Max Mason will grab the rebound, and they will string it on out. Doan going to win the game here tonight, 80-71. Winning the column. 3 and 2 are the Manhattan Christian Thunder here on. 3 and 2 are the Doan Tigers. Manhattan Christian will fall to 0 and 3. We're going to have our following stats here for our post game. Stick with us for about a minute or so. We'll pass those along. Final stats here from the Haddock Center. Doane pulling out the win 80-71. For Doane, Anthony Larrabee having a huge night, 21 points for the senior. Off the bench, Skylar Kelly and Jackson Hari both having 14 points, trailing Larrabee, and then following with 13, Zach Witters had himself a nice night with 13 points. For Manhattan Christian, 71 points total. Their leading scorer was Hayden with 12, followed by White with 11. Multiple players scoring across the board for Manhattan Christian. You see some 8s, some 6s, 3s all the way across. For field goal percentage, Manhattan Christian with 49%, Doane with 46. Pretty even there across both of those. 3-point percentage, Doane going to take the win there, 33% for Doane. Manhattan Christian just with 21%. Free throw percentage, Doane really showing out there, 80% for the Tigers with only 65 for Manhattan Christian. Points off turnovers, Doane leading that category, doubling up. Manhattan Christian 18-9. Points in the paint, Doane leading that 40-36. And lastly, your fast break points, Manhattan Christian actually taking away the win there with 10-2. So lead changed 6 times, let alone in that whole game, and there's 6 times the score was tied. So a back and forth game, and the win for the Tigers is the ultimate thing we can take away here tonight. Thanks for sticking on with us from the Doane Sports Network. We'll be back here in about a week to take on Mount Marty. This is Tate Mazur signing off.